If send it to Zany, and you guys will get you that CBD out, guys. We'll get you the CBD out. Here, I can give you this.
We ain't playing marbles no more, kids.
No, we're going.
Now we're playing.
Let me get back to
fucking Kev.
Let me go back to this.
Do I need these headphones? No.
No, because unless you want to hear, I've been putting it on the loudspeaker, but I put the headphones on because we were gonna play Fall Guys.
Gotcha.
Unless,
kids, I just had a very exciting meeting, which I can't tell you about right now, but it was very cool. When you're in the Kevin Smith business, as me and Mr. Jason Mewes are.
Sorry, I wanted to make sure it wasn't muted.
Sometimes I'm in the Jason Mewes business. Sometimes exciting things happens where you're like, ooh, like the movies pop up, which has been happening, which is lovely. Was a nice surprise, kind of come out of nowhere. And then we just had a meeting, me and Jordan, that was also like, what? So I look forward to being able to share that with you. It ain't going to happen until next year, but it's going to be a cool thing. Okay. Lawless 182 says, was Victor Garber in the meeting? Sadly, no. For those of you who are like, what? I'm a big Victor Garber fan, and one time I tried to get him onto my podcast to interview him when he was in Argo. I was like, oh my God. And I've long been a fan of the guy's work. Going back to Godspell, going back to Sweeney Todd, going back to his Broadway stuff. And he said no. His people were like, oh no, he's busy or something like that. And so I wrote back, I was like, oh, I can wait, man. Like, when he's available, like, it's no rush at his time. And they wrote back, like, that's not going to happen. And, like, made it clear that, like, he don't want to talk to you. So I don't think Victor Garber likes me very much. And we talked about it on Fat Man Beyond, me and Mark Bernardin, about, like, maybe, like, trying to get him on the show. And Mark was like, well, wouldn't it be funny if I tried to get him? And he said yes to me, but no to you. So anyway, it's a long way of explaining that comment. Awake Saxon says Tusk 2. I'm shocked we got away with Tusk 1, but I'll be honest with you, I do have a story for Tusk 2. I mean, it's not much of a story. Here, I'll share it with you and you see if you guys like it. The great Michael Parks, who played Howard Howe, the guy who turns Wallace into a walrus, sadly passed away a couple years ago. An amazing actor that I got to work with twice, once in Red State, once in Tusk, and both times were highlights of my whole film career, working with Parks. So, Parks is gone. He played our quasi-bad guy, quasi-villain, quasi-psychotic. But, and the ending of Tusk, like, if I wanted to be a commercial filmmaker, which apparently I've never wanted to be, I would have ended the movie when, Guy Lapointe comes in and raises his shotgun, and then you just, hear the walrus like, Wah! And we cut to black. I should have just rolled credits, and that would have been creepy. But since Tusk was born on a podcast that I did with Scott Mosier, Spodcast episode 259, The Walrus and the Carpenter, one of my favorite aspects of that podcast, the episode we did, was like the aftermath, where like Mosier, you can hear it in the end credits of Tusk, where we're talking
Smoking
and crafting it and talking about how
guys.
like they show up and give him a fish. There's a fish wrapped in paper. So like, I was pot committed to that ending from the moment, the moment we started talking about it, because I loved it. But in retrospect, probably would have been smarter to just end it, cut to black. You hear the walrus scream and then credits and shit. But nobody's ever accused me of being a smart man. So in any event, that's how Tusk ends. It ends the way it ends, in the small zoo where Wallace is doomed to live out his life. But there's a version of Tusk 2 that you do where Justin Long is the actor who played the character. Wallace, you cut to the present and somebody else gets sucked into the spider's web, a house, come hear stories. And when you get to the house, the new Howard Howe is Wallace, who has gotten out of, the walrus trappings and stuff, is obviously disturbed by his entire ordeal and is now like doing it to others. That's what happens. Crime is visited upon somebody. Sometimes they pass that crime on. So there's a way to do a Tusk 2 where Justin becomes Michael Parks' character, where, Wallace becomes a sort of the new Howard Howe. And, he's just doing this walrus thing to somebody else. So yeah, that's possible. Tusk 2 is possible. Obviously, I fucking thought about it because that just didn't roll off the top of my head. So it's possible. Hey, Kev. Ooh, there's a good question about dog Mewes. Oh man, I missed it. He said, "Are we gonna get dog? Am I ever gonna get Dogma back? I don't know. I hope so." Kev, damn it! How do you stop this, dude? How do you? Yeah, like make it stop. I want to be able to reach it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, just up and down with the wheel.
I was doing that, but it was something you got to do first, which you knew how to do. Let's see. The one I missed was up here. It says Church 1122. Hey Kev, when will you get the rights to Dogma back so you can finally get it on digital? Excellent question. I will never get those rights back. I don't own that movie. I will get the rights to Clerks back in about 12 years in England. I'll own it again in England. I'll never own Clerks again in the United States. I don't own any of my movies. They're all owned by somebody else who paid for them and stuff. So Dogma was owned by Miramax, but then clench your assholes because here comes the name nobody wants to hear. Harvey Weinstein personally bought it away from Miramax back when Disney owned Miramax, and they were like, we don't want this movie to be part of the Miramax family. So Harvey bought it personally, and he released it and stuff. So Harvey Weinstein currently owns Dogma. And as I don't know if anyone's been following the papers, but Harvey Weinstein is incarcerated. So we reached out a long time ago about the possibility of somehow getting it back, securing it, buying the movie back, or what have you. So, fingers crossed one day that winds up happening. But right now, no, it's trapped in some other place. A lot of people are like, it's always so much on home video, like you can only find it on like eBay for like $2,000. Or is that right? Not $2,000. I don't know what I'm talking about. $200 or whatever. But I say watch it for free on YouTube. That's what I do. Also, if you're a member of That Kevin Smith Club, go to thatkevinsmithclub.com. You might be able to find a very similar movie in the Smithsonian screening room. Okay. Sean F. O'Neill says, Kevin, thanks for saving my life. Made me go vegan too when I almost died with 100% blocked LAD. Thank you. Well done. I got that from my kid. She was like, go vegan, go plant-based. And it really made the difference. So I'm with you on that. Kraut balls. Love it. Says Jay Mewes and Kevin Smith. When can we see you back on Joe Rogan's podcast? His talks are the best. Thank you. I love going on Rogan. I've done Rogan, 4 or 5 times now? The last time, you never done it?
No, he's never asked me.
You gotta have shit to talk about. You can't just be like, nine snoochies. He's like, get the fuck out.
I know UFC, sir. I could talk to him about that.
You could actually. I hope. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be getting in to see him before he heads off to Texas. He's leaving California. He's been out here the whole time, but now he's going to Texas. Built a brand new studio. He's got that Spotify fucking $1 billion and stuff. So I would love to see him before he goes and stuff, because after this it gets a little more difficult to get on a show. You have to go out to Texas, I'd imagine, and stuff. But I honestly, I don't have that much to talk about. Like last time I saw him was right before or while we were doing the tour. So, there was a bunch to talk about, but nothing's really happened since then and stuff. But that being said, you don't really need anything to talk about when you go into Joe Rogan. He can keep that conversation going without you and stuff. So, I should. I would like to. I'm saying I should as if like I'm even allowed to. But I would like to go in before he takes off to Texas. But if not, I'll see him in Texas sooner or later. I'm very delighted that the world has caught on to Joe Rogan. But as an early adopter, I've always thought he was just such a fucking interesting dude. So easy to talk to. Could talk about fucking anything. And he was in one of my favorite sitcoms of all time. He was in News Radio. So I love that the whole world's like, fucking Joe Rogan. And I'm like, welcome to the fucking club, man. He's a good dude. So yeah, I would like to be on the show again before he leaves. I don't know if it's going to happen. Hackman, Minnesota says, Nang! What's the chance of Maulrat sequel shot at the Mall of America in Minnesota? Probably minimal. That's an operational mall that's up and running. We didn't shoot at the Mall of America in Minnesota. We shot in the Eden Prairie Mall in Eden Prairie, Minnesota, which is about 20 minutes down the road from the Mall of America. So the question should be more like, are you going to go back to that mall to shoot, the original mall? And the answer, I mean, if they have a sweet enough like discount, rebate, bonus, like when you go shoot at a place, you get this rebate money where, you know, the movie isn't cost as much as it did because you spent money in that state and they give you a tax incentive rebate, then absolutely. That's how we wound up in Minnesota in the first place. It was an inexpensive state to shoot. Of course, I wanted to shoot in New Jersey because, you know, Clerks was set in New Jersey. But we went with Minnesota because you know, there was a rebate or a tax incentive in the state. And B, they had a big old mall that was like at less than 50% capacity, the Eden Prairie Mall. And so that's where we went. But I think that mall's up and running in a good way now. Like I've been to that mall. They're actually doing fairly well. I mean, not recently, obviously. I haven't been to the mall. It's been a minute. All right, let's see. Let's see what kids want to know. We gonna see Affleck and Maulrats too? He's written in there. Shannon Hamilton's in there, and the actual guy told me that he's into it. So fingers crossed. Looking good. Daft Wooly says, "Why do people hate on yoga hosers? I love that movie." Pretentious Frog. Oh my God, that was fucking from the movie. I forgot. Pretentious Frog.
I do play Call of Duty.
Who asked? Last Ink says, Jay, do you play Call of Duty Warzone?
Yes, sir. On Thursdays, usually.
There's your answer. He likes to keep it short.
Yes.
Plays it close to the vest, to the chest or whatever. Let's see, man. Taith Leach says, you look absolutely great. So glad that night was not the last time we had you on the planet. Oh, the heart attack night. Me too. Thank you. Plus, I miss talking with you at San Diego Comic-Con. It's been about 15 years last time I got to talk to either of you or Jay in person. Are you serious? We go every year.
Yeah.
If you ever want to see me, I was going to say, come to the IMD boat, but we didn't do that this year. Hopefully next year when we all get to go to Comic-Con again, and think about what an amazing Comic-Con that's going to be. After we've all been kept away from it for a fucking year, oh my God. It's going to be like they discovered the cure for venereal diseases. Everyone's going to go fucking wild and just be like, ah! It's going to be crazy fun. But yeah, look for us when we're there for sure, man. I'm always around. Or the stream is the way. Because here, hype trains, shit like that.
Yeah.
Kaiju Tyler, excellent name. Clerks taught me that anything is possible if you're passionate enough. Thank you. Then you heard the unintended lesson that we were trying to teach. That's an invaluable lesson I've learned. Love you to death, man. Right back at you. Should I turn you back to your thing and get to my 00 Devil Foo or Deviloo says thoughts on the Snyder cut of Justice League? Can't wait. Can't wait. Did you see that picture of Steppenwolf? I read today, I think Grace Randolph was talking about Desaad is in the cut, in the Snyder cut. We're going to see Desaad. Yeah. We're going to see Steppenwolf reporting to Desaad.
Nice.
For DC fans of Jack Kirby's work and the New Gods and the Fourth World and all that stuff, that's fucking dope. I mean, we know we're getting Darkseid, and that's fucking cool enough. But the fact that we're getting more of the apocalypse, the world of apocalypse, that's really, really cool. And I'm just happy for him that he gets to make the movie he wanted to make. You know, the movie went away from him under very sad circumstances. And then, you know, they had to finish a movie, and they finished a movie, and it's not what he had intended. So it's very rare people get a second bite of the apple. It's so lovely that he gets to make the movie he wants to make. And look, he could put asses in seats. You see how many people wanted the Snyder cut. So it's not like they're doing the dude a favor. I think it's like vice versa. I think he's doing them a favor by doing that movie. Can I try playing Fall Guys? What is it?
It's a game.
Morty303 says, Jay, thanks for saving my life. My issue was massive addictions rather than heart blockage. And your early sobriety story gave me the strength to finally kick those chemicals. 7-year birthday on Halloween, motherfucker. Meeting you at the Elsinore in Salem really made my decade. Well done.
Thank you.
The impact you made on fucking Morty, man. Meanwhile, I met Rick. Nang! Jack's Dagger says, when are you going to direct a DC movie? Never. They'll never give me that kind of control, man, of a movie. I ain't even talking about control. Like, I got to control it. Smart money doesn't hand me that kind of budget and say, go make a movie. I'm not a visionary like that. They got people that are way better to do that shit. than me. I'm the guy you want commenting on that movie. Going, oh, I saw it. It was so great. Keith of these. Will any of the end credit scenes from Mallrats be addressed in the sequel? Yes. As a matter of fact, what a great question. They will be. Yes. I don't want to say anything more, but yes. Everything comes into play. Everything's in play in the Mallrats sequel. Cat CV 1986 says, hey, what does a heart attack feel like? For reals, LOL. What a great question. Mine was not painful. I can't speak for every heart attack, but mine was not, I was not in pain. I couldn't catch my breath. That's how it manifested. What I found out when I went to the hospital was because I had blockage in the LAD, it's a big fat artery that goes across my big fat heart. Everyone's got the LAD. I had 100% blockage in it. That's what creates the particular heart attack I was having, which is called the Widowmaker, because in 80% of the cases of 100% blockage like I had, the patient always dies. So you'd imagine that would sound painful, but it manifested itself as me not being able to quite catch my breath. I could go up, but not all the way. Couldn't ring the bell. So I was like, shallow breaths. I couldn't be like, couldn't get a sigh going or anything like that. And so I thought it was a respiratory problem. I thought I was having some sort of lung thing. I thought, oh, I smoked too much weed. What we found out when I went to the emergency room and the doctor jammed a camera up my femoral artery to get to my fucking heart. The 100% blockage in the LAD was blowing it up. Imagine you take a hose and you fold it over and it starts blowing up with water and pressure on the other side. Since it was inflating and blowing up, it was pressing down on my heart, and my heart in turn was pressing down on my lungs, which prevented me from catching a good breath. So what I was reading as like, oh, I can't catch my breath, was literally a heart attack. And so, if I'd been by myself and, left to my own devices, I would have just like, well, maybe I should just lay down and go to sleep or something like that till I feel better. And I would have died. So thankfully, Jason's wife, Jordan, called an ambulance, even though I was like, don't tell anybody. She called an ambulance. When she told me, he's like, I called an ambulance. I was like, what? Why would you do that? I just smoked too much weed. If she hadn't called that ambulance and I hadn't gone to the hospital, I would not be here. He'd be doing a stream about like, remember Silent Bill? What a good friend. Send me your bits and money. Thankfully, Jordan saved my life. So I didn't feel pain. That's why I would have died, because I wasn't in physical distress where I'm like, Lisbeth, like Fred Sanford dying. It was literally just like, can't quite catch my breath. And I would have written it off self-diagnosed as like, oh, I smoked too much weed, man. That's silly of me. And went to bed and just fucking dropped dead. So it wasn't painful. Now, I've heard, people have painful heart attacks with like, Gah! And doubled over and stuff. Mine wasn't. And mine was kind of a silent killer like that. I would have rather had a painful heart attack because I would have known what the fuck was going on. I would have been like, I am in distress. But as it just read as like, I can't catch my breath, that's the kind of heart attack you don't think about and then you drop dead. My whole life, you'd hear about relatives like they just doubled over, had a heart attack and died. And I'd always be like, how do you not know? How do you not feel something like that coming? Well, I didn't feel it coming at all. I was in the middle of it and I didn't feel it. It wasn't until I was in the emergency room and the doctor goes, how do you feel? Scale of 1 to 10. What's your pain level? And I was like, -3. And he goes, oh, then you're doing it wrong. I said, doing what wrong? He goes, you're having a heart attack wrong. He's going, when you have a heart attack, you're supposed to be in a lot of pain. And I was like, I'm having a heart attack? He goes, yeah, right now. They didn't tell you? I said, no. And he goes, yeah, you're having a big one. We got to get you upstairs as quickly as possible because if it's what I think it is, we got to move fast. So I didn't even know I was having a heart attack. So it wasn't painful. How it manifested with me is I couldn't quite catch my breath. So if you've ever had the feeling of like, can't catch my breath, like ran too far or whatever and shit and you're panting, that's how it felt to me, my particular heart attack. So scary because it wasn't painful. We, associate pain with like, if you're in pain, you try to get help right away. I wasn't in pain, so I wasn't going to try to get help. So if you're going to have a heart attack, have one of them painful ones, man, that make you go, ow, because then people listen. Digitard says, Kevin, I went to the Phoenix Reboot Roadshow. Thank you. And Kevin and Affleck's scene with Logan hit me in the feels as a parent. It was designed to do so, and that kid was wonderful in it. And let's be honest, Ben was about as amazing as he could ever have been in that scene. He was perfection. When it finally got put together, what was your thoughts seeing it edited and Mewes eliciting that reaction? I loved it. It's one of my favorite moments in anything I've ever been involved with in my life. Like not just movies, but like including the birth of my child and stuff. Just a really wonderful human scene. And then behind the scenes, how it came together, because I hadn't spoken to Ben in like 10 years. That was beautiful as well. So like on camera, there was beauty. Behind the camera, there was beauty and stuff. And, you know, that's what art's about. It's supposed to inspire. Art's supposed to be beautiful. You know, even ugly art's supposed to be beautiful in an ugly way and stuff. Beautiful in as much as it wouldn't exist, where that expression wouldn't exist had the artist not chosen to make it and stuff. Bringing beauty into the world. So in terms of that highlight of artistic achievement, as far as I'm concerned in my career, man. And that's not because I'm a brilliant artist. It's because I had all the right pieces to play it with. He's fucking wonderful in the scene. His daughter is wonderful in the scene. Joey is great in the scene. My sister Virginia plays Joey's partner in the scene. She's great. And Ben is just sublime. Absolutely sublime. Like I wrote that monologue for him, and I hadn't worked with him in like 12 years since Clerks 2. So, you know, I was writing to an old version of Ben and go, oh, he used to talk like this and he used to be able to do this. But I fully expected that he would just change it, put it in his own words. You know, he's a director fucking now at this point. So it's not like I still could be like, well, I know what's going on here and stuff. I fully expected him to just do whatever he wanted. But he honored the words and gave a performance reminiscent of the performance he gave in fucking 1996 when we made Chasing Amy. Like, you got to understand, that dude's been through a lot in life, professionally, personally, and shit. He's lived an epic fucking life and done a lot of movies since Chasing Amy. I've done like 9 or 10 movies since Chasing Amy. Ben has done double that, if not triple that, right? So you'd imagine there might be a disconnect, but instead, he was right there. Came right back to the fucking moment that we were making the movie years ago. So it made it such a special scene, man. Like, you know, I have a hard time understanding if people don't like that movie anyway. I mean, I allow it. I'm not like, you know, oh, how could they not? But I'm like, what? That movie's so warm and wonderful and stuff. But that scene particularly is like, you could probably shit on the rest of the movie, but that scene is just absolutely wonderful. You know, if I had to submit a scene for like the Lifetime Achievement Oscar over the course of my entire existence thus far, it would probably be that scene. It just works really, really well. And again, it's not because I'm very good, it's because I had the talent to back up the ambition in that scene. Oh, and the history and stuff. There's a lot going for that scene. All right, man. What iPie03 says, what will it take for the two of you to do an intro for my media assignment? Let's do that shit right now. Give us your name, iPie03. I'll scroll down, so hopefully we see. And tell us give us a little script. Tell us what you want to say. This is like a free cameo right here. Go ahead. I'm waiting for you. Meantime, let's see. Kevin, I saw you posing with Hassie Harrison from Tacoma FD. You have something to do with that show? I don't, but I do know the boys from Broken Lizard. And I believe the Tacoma FD show is the boys from Broken Lizard and from, what's the movie everybody knows? About, like, is it Kevin Heffernan you're talking about? Because I have a picture with a few of the folks from Broken Lizard. Because years ago, my friend Brian Lynch made a wonderful, funny movie called Big Helium Dog, which all of the Broken Lizard cats, even Jay Chandrakisar, the director, he was in it as an actor and stuff. And hopefully we're going to release that movie this year in 2021. We've been sitting on it since 1995. Don't feel bad for Brian Lynch. He made the Minions movie. He made The Secret Life of Pets. He became a huge writer. But years ago, we made this little comedy movie called Big Helium Dog. He was the director. And that's where I met all the Kevin Heffernan and what's his name? Michael Ian Black and Jay and a bunch of other cats and stuff. So maybe that's what the picture's from. It would be from like 1995, 96 at that point. Okay. All right. So we wanted the script from, where is it? iPie or whatever. Where was it?
Yeah, we have to scroll down more till the chat catches up.
Oh, you tell me when it's caught up.
Right. Oh, so when you get to a certain point, it jumps back up. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's why I
right
keep.
when you get down to like right there, start going super slow, like beat for like.
Play-Doh, potato, bike baloney. Everyone is breathing deeper right now. Met Kev. Here, Jay's in charge. Now, Jay's driving. Let me tell you something. If you're ever in a car, you want Jay driving. He's one of the best drivers in the world. But I don't mean driver like he's safe. He's reckless, but you'll never die. He's real good handling a car. It's like driving with a stuntman. I like to pride myself in the same kind of way. I think I'm a very good driver. Not good, meaning I adhere to the laws and the speed limits, but good in as much as like I get places fast and I don't get in accidents. I guess that's not the standard for what a good driver is. I so badly want to give this person what they want. But what does breathing deep mean? Na na na.
Here we go. Now it's caught up. Hold on.
All right, so we're caught up. So we're looking for iPie. Or maybe they took off, right? Maybe they're like, I'm fucking done with this. I'm done with this.
You don't do shit.
Hey man, happy to report that our boy Brendo man is alive and well. A couple days ago on social media, we put out a friend of ours missing thing. Like, have you seen Brendo? And Brendo was seen, made himself seen, and Brendo doing good, man. Yeah. Brendo with us. So thank you for everyone who passed that along and stuff. He's such a sweet guy. Okay.
I don't see him yet.
I guess they fucked off. Hey, Kevin, met you in Providence Reboot Show. Had a great night. Missed you, Jay, by the way. Had Movie Burgers shipped to Nantucket. Awesome. Thanks for everything. Brian and Christy. Thanks, kids. That's right. If you want a Movies meal kit, kids, go to moviespopup.com. They will ship it to you anywhere. Also, what is this? Kyle the Bearded Gamer says, hey, guys, we need to get Jay and Silent Bob in an episode of Letterkenny. Yes, we do. And I'm going to tell you something that I'm so ashamed to admit. They asked me to be in Letterkenny, and I couldn't get on a fucking plane to get there because I'd had a heart attack not too long before. And the doctor was like, it's too soon for you to get on a plane. So I was going to be in an opening scene, I think, of the last season of Letterkenny, and I missed it, man. And I fucking love that show. I worship at the altar of that show. It's so fucking smart, so funny, and right up my alley. It's almost, when I watched it for the first time, I was like, I swear to God, somebody made this exactly for me, for an audience of one, maybe two, me and Scott Mosier. But I'm so glad to see that, like, because of Hulu, it looks like a lot of people have discovered it now. So I would love to, if they ever give us another opportunity, man. I would love to be on Letterkenny.
So his name's Kyle. Damn, Kyle Kelly. Just write it again if you can, iPie, because the chat was moving and Kevin. There is iPie, Kyle Sell, but it's assignment about us. It'll come back. He's gonna.
Thank you so much, everyone. Come on, iPie.
Coming up. Yeah, do it again, iPie. Write it again so it's fresh in the bottom.
Is this iPie? iPie said, say, hey, man, you're watching Kyle Sell's media assignment about me, Kevin Smith. Is that the line, iPie? Is that what we're looking for?
Yeah, perfect.
Real quick, River Song 86 says, why don't you like the host from Hot Ones? Oh, that's not true. The host from Hot Ones, I don't think likes us. I think it's vice versa. But no, I've never said I don't like. Is Sean? Let me see. Can't wait for Masters of the Universe. You should. I'm with you on that. It is fucking phenomenal. Kevin, your panel says Digitard for Bill and Ted finally got me super excited for the movie. I mean, let's be honest, you cried everything, very true. But your enthusiasm and comments and it being honest and endearing sold me. 2 more weeks. I'm telling you, man. And the way they're releasing it, like for home release, there's no way it doesn't work. You know, if you had to go out to a theater, some people might bitch like that wasn't the experience I thought I was going to have or something like that. But watching this at home, everyone's going to have the experience they were hoping to have. It's a beautiful, beautiful movie. They stuck the landing. I don't know how else to say it, man. They did it. Nightwolf says, can't wait for Masters of the Universe. Thank you. And then where was the... remember they just put it on the thing? Oh, here we go. Hey, man, you're watching Kyle Sell's media assignment about me, Kevin Smith, and then you jump in and say, and me, Jason Mewes.
All right, cool.
So you could always cut that. Ready? Yeah. So we're looking at the camera. Kyle Sells Media Assignment. Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith, and you are watching Kyle Sells Media Assignment about me, Kevin Smith.
And Jason Mewes, me.
Well, not so much him, but definitely me, Kevin Smith. Go get him, Kyle. Ooh, we did thumbs and point at the same time. Look at that. We made somebody happy, man.
Thank you, Action Man, for subscribing, bro.
Hugo J. Heredia says, no announcement of a new Batman comic by Kevin Smith at DC Fandom. I'm not going to the Fandom. I wasn't invited. Mark Bernardin's going to the Fandom, but I wasn't invited inside the Fandom. I'll be watching Fandom outside with everybody else, man. I can't wait, man. They're gonna see this. We're gonna see the Zack Snyder's Justice League trailer. Might be that Matt Reeves shows us a little bit of Batman as well.
You can smell it.
I don't need to be involved. I just need to let them let me watch it. That's what I want. Super Hueso says, is movies coming to Canada? Stand by. That's what I could say right now. Kev, when are you going to make your own Twitch channel? I'm technically, I think I have one somewhere, but I honestly, I've said it before and I'll say it again anytime I come here. I love coming to Jay's studio to do it. Like, it's fun to come here and do the Twitch here, and I love when the hype train happens. I keep saying it's like Vegas, so many bells and whistles and lights, and it's fun and shit like that. Kevin Michaela says, if you're ever in Vegas again, would love for you to come. Oh man, it's scrolling.
The Tiki Bar. Yeah.
Where's the Tiki Bar? To come to the Tiki Bar, and we will make you some amazing vegan food. Done and done. What is your favorite dish besides Beyond Meat? I was just gonna say Beyond Burger. My boyfriend is a guru of taking any dish and making it vegan. All right, so what is my favorite dish in the world?
Chicken pieces.
That's yours?
No, what's those chicken strips you eat? Those are good for me. I eat them.
What chicken? I don't eat chicken anymore.
That place you go eat, they have like that. They almost like chicken fingers, but they lather them with barbecue sauce.
Yeah, at Veggie Grill.
Yes.
The buffalo wings.
Oh yeah.
I do like those. I believe me, next time I'm in Vegas, probably be a red hot minute, but I will go to Tiki Bar, man, and I will look for some of that vegan food. Thank you, Michaela. Michaela? Yeah, that looks like that's how it's spelled. Yeah, but anyway, I love coming to his Twitch channel. I'm glad he's got this going on and whatnot. And thank you, everybody, for coming out and supporting the boy as he builds his own media empire. It's like a modern-day Sumner Redstone. Modern-day Rupert Murdoch, but, you know, nicer and less political. That's who Jason Mewes is. And you're all smart to hang out here on his Twitch channel because you could always walk away with some CBD hemp.
Bazooka.
Isn't that nice? The good folks at Caviar make hemp if you live in a weed legal state, but you're like, I want to be in on the Jay and Silent Bob smoking magic. I want my berserker. You can get just the hemp CBD version.
And the oils, I gave away some oils to some people who needed them the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
I got a nice box I'm walking out of here with.
Yeah.
Many thanks, everybody. I'm going to give Jay back his show. I had a good time. We had this motherfucker rocking at like 8,000 people at one point.
Yeah, and it went up. It went right when you walk out there. Because this takes time to
it went up to 10.
It was up 10,005, baby.
That's right. We hit 10,000. We rang a bell. Fuck the hype train. Level 5. We got to 10,000. No,
yeah,
is that right? Yeah, 10,000.
10,000 people.
Oh my God.
Saying hello.
If every one of them click on, my YouTube Sun and Lockdown video right now, I win. I will win Celebrity Show Off. Go to YouTube.
Down to 3, right?
Yeah, it's just me, Tori Spelling, and Jason Mraz. So let me look at the standings right now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where we are.
Oh man.
Look at that old what's in the box.
Still, you guys, 36, 40, whatever, however many people are on right now. Don't forget, go to Kevin's the Celebrity Show Off.
Here we go. Right now, yeah, just go to the TBS YouTube channel and click on my Celebrity Show Off. Kevin Smith, Son of Lockdown, episode 9. Right now, we're up to 8.6K views. Tori is catching up with 7.8K views. She's only 800,000 views behind me. That means she could take the lead. I need all the clicks I can get.
Guys.
Jason Mraz is 3.1K views. So yeah, man, if you want to help deliver me from evil, well, not evil. If you want to put me into the top spot and stuff, you go to TBS YouTube page, man, and there's Kev right at the top there. And click on I'm sure somebody will put the link in the.
Yeah, can you put that link up, guys? I bet they do that already. But yeah, guys, click on, help them out, get it done. If even half of you guys, that's another almost 2,000 people clicking.
Don't go away, just open a new screen.
Oh shit! Thank you, Bonanista.
Bonanista showed up in a big bad way. Look at all these. Look at all these gifted tier 1 subs. Bonanista, what are you doing?
70 of them. Holy shit. Thank you, Bonanista.
Gotta have a talk with you. There's too many. That's too much for him. He's going to be spoiled. How am I supposed to give him gifts after that? I gave him a birthday gift. He was just like, I want tier 1 subs, you fuck. And I was like, I don't even know what that is. That's going back a long time.
I won't catch up. It's so quick. Put the link in the chat, yeah.
Ba ba ba.
Founder or Zany, can you try to work that out for me? Zaniac, if you can, put that link in there for me, for Kevin.
10 minutes later.
Yeah, sorry because they click, but
Bonanista, Celebrity Show Off, Son of Lockdown, Episode 9. Maybe you can't put it in there.
Well, they can't if they're not mods, because otherwise people could just post.
Put
like
links
crazy.
galore. Oh, so you need a mod to put it in.
Yeah, can you guys do that?
What is that? One sad Keanu said, "How are the CBD gummies?" I can't take them because they're got gelatin in them, and I'm vegan. However, Jason Lee. Like, I gave him a bottle. He liked them so much, he, like, texted me 3 days later. He's like, can you send me more of them CBD gummies? They really work. So, according to him, fucking, he's on board, man. He loved them. And Caviar, they don't make a bad product. Caviar.
Yeah. Cool, they just got...
Kevin, do you game? I don't got game, as they say. The Colt Crow 007. I'm working on Mall Brawl right now on my new Nintendo Switch.
Yes, Mall Brawl.
But first-person games terrify me. Like, they're too fast and new and 21st century. And I'm still a scroller. I'm a side-scroller, man. So, I do game, but on a very low level. I don't got game. Found to be missing. Looks like put the. Thank you. There's that link, man.
There's the link, guys. Click on it, please, and get Kevin up there. Make him jump up to the first place. Keep him in first place.
That looked like something interesting to read. Hold on. Morty, your buddy Morty said CBD isn't just for non-legal states. Good point. I was going like, we could send this to non-legal states, but Morty's going to tell us a story. My wife only ever had a few hits a week of THC weed because she loves smoking, but doesn't like getting high often. What? Since we found CBD buds for her, she smokes more of that than I do THC weed, and she's been able to stop taking both pain pills. Look at that shit. The local small town dispensaries don't always have it, but we try to keep her stocked up. That's good to know. So CBD has some good effects for some people.
Morty, make sure, for sharing that story, write me and I'll give you a jar, baby.
We'll send you some CBD buds, some fat CBD buds. They come in a nice box with our picture on it.
Only if you give me 10,000 subs, though. Nooch.
Bonanista said, Bonanista gave you a bunch of subs and asked for only one thing. Oh, show Kevin Fall Guys. What is it?
Oh my God.
How do you show me?
Okay. Thank you, Bonanista.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Bonanista.
All right, here we go. We'll get rid of
Did you hear me slurping that water? My local shop has been out of CBD oil for weeks. Can your brand be shipped to Manitoba? Says Saucy Studios MB. I believe it sells in Canada, if I remember correctly. May not have the fancy packaging because they're kind of they keep it bland there.
All right, now I just got to change it to
Media Tonic. Oh, I saw pictures of this on Twitter. This is Fall Guys. Now,
Yeah.
what is it exactly?
So you just you.
Oh, I feel
you're
so
like-
hip. My
you're
fingers
like
on
a
the
little
pulse.
bean, and you got to run across it. It's literally an obstacle course.
Error. Failed to log in. Please check your connection. Uh-oh. Are we not connected? You got to get yourself connected. Writings on the wall. Another error, dude.
What the hell?
How am I supposed to see this if there are all these errors happening? Groovy Mr. Drizzle says, would you like a chocolate-covered pretzel? I would, actually. Bop, bop. Arts Papa says, Jason Lee needs to stress relief from Alvin. Alvin! That's right. He's like, give me them CBDs. Tired of dealing with this ornery chipmunk.
Wow.
Who, by the way, was played by Justin Long.
He'll be back. Wait, hold on, guys. I wonder if the servers are down. There's no way we.
I mean,
Sorry, hold on.
we're still live because there's still.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's not my internet. That's why it could be the servers.
Wrangler.
Servers are down. They just said it.
Wrangler Dave says, you two are savage as fuck. Thank you.
So we don't get to watch Fall Guys because servers are down. Sorry, guys.
Well, that's a bunch of fucking bullshit. I wanted this. I'll see it next time. I was not expecting this level of wholesomeness, says Enigma7767. You guys have been an inspiration for me for a long time. I don't even smoke CBD. Oh, man, I hate when it scrolls up and you're in the middle of it. How do you go over there? Oh, now I'm free. You know all the tricks. You guys have been an inspiration for me for a long time. I don't even smoke CBD weed, not legal here, but I appreciate the hell out of this. That's so sweet, man. Thank you, Enigma. All right, should I turn you back to your regularly scheduled program?
Yeah.
Already in progress?
Yeah, I was going to show you.
Where does one get a Buddy Jesus face mask? If you go to Amazon and enter Jay and Silent Bob, there is an entire Jay and Silent Bob store at Amazon, in Amazon US, in Amazon UK, and in Amazon Germany. Soon to be one in Amazon Canada, Amazon.ca.
Or Secret Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash.
Or you could always go to Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash, but I don't think they have any masks there. That's what they were asking about specifically. We'll make sure that happens. That's right. You could always go to jayandsilentbob.com, ladies and gentlemen. Or go to Amazon, and I'm telling you, there's the Jay and Silent Bob page is impressive. You could get any of the logos like put on anything, man. Like even if you were like, I opened my wine and I've thrown out the cork. I need to stick a fucking cork in this. They have like a Jay and Silent Bob fucking wine bottle topper. So if you like Jay and Silent Bob, you can get them put on anything. There it is. SL Extra says the reboot was fucking masterpiece. Thank you. You answered so much and had every thinkable reference. So well done. That means the world to me. Thank you so much. Trey Mock says, Kev, I pre-ordered a level 52 statue. If I mail it to Jay, will you guys sign it for me? Absolutely. What I would suggest is don't send the whole sculpture. Send a base or the back wall or something, and we'll totally tag it up, man. But that sculpture is fucking amazing. Have you seen it yet?
No.
Level 52. Remember when we got scanned for the
know.
sculptures?
Yeah.
And they scanned our faces real well. It's available. They put it out for sale. There's only 500 units, man, and it's fucking gorgeous. Sideshow bought a bunch. Yeah, pull it up. Sideshow bought a bunch, man. So people will be able to get them, but Trey Mock was smart to get his, man.
You want to type that sucker in?
What am I typing?
Level 52,
level 52. Studios home. Clicking on. Can they see what we see on this?
I will make it so they can.
Let's see. Social media. Maybe I click on their Instagram. Oh, there's the statue. Oh, it won't continue as Jay Mewes?
Because it's on Instagram, that's why.
Can I continue? Yeah, I can. Look at that, bro. Let me give you a better picture.
Yeah, and if you hit that X, it'll go full screen. I mean, not that, sorry, the square.
Do this?
Yeah, so now it's full screen and then over there for them.
Here you go. It's got a little video you can watch. Level52studios.com is where you want to go. They do really nice work, man. Hold on, that's not even the full video.
What are you waiting for, man? Go! Order it right now. Go to level52studios.com and order your Jay and Silent Bob sculpture. Level52studios.com is where you want to go.
That one, yep. Now turn it up. Go down, turn it up a little.
What are you waiting for, man? Go order right now. Go to level52studios.com and order your Jay and Silent Bob sculpture. Level52studios.com is where you want to go.
Hold on, where's the other video?
Oh, black and white too?
They're talking about doing a black and white edition. There's one video that just like fucking plays, man, and it really that's kind of nice. Look at that.
Look at beauty, eh?
Can you make it bigger? No, that's about it.
Nah, yeah.
That's impressive, man. They did a really nice job. Good, congratulations and thank you.
Nice, Treymark.
To the
Good
folks
job.
at Level 52. Yeah, thank you for buying it, Treymark. You're a wise man, I'd say. Oh, here's 3 minutes and 42 seconds. So here I bet you.
Ask me, Kevin Smith. If you know
might be able to
anything
make it
about
bigger
me,
there.
other than the word.
Oh,
other than, like,
shit.
Clerks and all those movies. You know that I merchandise, particularly when it's got my face on it. Look behind me. There's a wall of pop spreads. All of me. You won't find other characters. Me and my characters. I didn't expect to ever make merchandise for my movies. I didn't think Clerks or Maulrats chasing me. I didn't think any of those.
Enough of this fucking guy. He's talking so much.
And then one day we had DSP Web make pictures and we made that. And love it. Love making it. Love having
There it is.
that you can. It's nuts.
There it is.
Looks like little sexy shots of these statues. Look at this act. Good folks at Level 52 have
Here we go.
made a sculpture of Jay and Silent Bob. Can you believe this? Look at this. Look at how beautiful it is. Look at the sexy shots of these statues. Look at this
Right?
angle.
Look at that.
That angle. They got more shots in this than a standard Kevin Smith movie. Just a promo and hype. A sculpture this gorgeous. Look at the detail. It's nuts. It looks like little me and Jay.
Yeah.
Have you ever wanted to own a miniature version of Jay and Silent Bob?
I do.
Yeah.
Realistic likenesses?
Look at our eyes.
Look at every day on a shelf. Maybe you can take off the sculpture, put it in your pocket. Now's your chance. The good folks at Level 52 Studios urge you to go to level52studios.com and order the Jay
Damn,
and
bro.
Silent Bob
Thank you,
statue
Bonanista.
right now. There's only 500 of these polystone babies going to be in existence. It's limited. Worldwide, ladies and gentlemen. Nationwide. Worldwide. It's going to be 500. How much does it cost? Like all fine art, it's going to cost you a little bit, man. It's like $349.99. But you ain't never owned a sculpture like this before. You'll get this sculpture and people will be like, how much you pay for that? And you'll be like, $349.99. They'll be like, you need help. And you're like, I got help. Because now I own Jay and Silent Bob. And I look at them and they make me happy. You know how some people put up a crucifix? This is my crucifix. In fact, that's how we're selling it from now on. You want to own the most metal crucifix ever? Silent Bob this day. Good folks at Level 52. Own this, and you'll own a little tiny piece of my soul. They asked me, Kevin
Love
Smith.
that, dude. That looks nice. Good job, Treymark.
Well done for buying it,
And
man.
Bonista, thank you, bro, for all those gifted subs, dude. And you got more.
Those were wonderful gifted subs. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us. Are you sticking around?
Yes, sir. I am never leaving.
So he'll be here, but I'm out of here. I'm going to take my gifts and get out of here, man. Thank you for this box. Kids, I give you the one, the only, the little snooch, the little sonic boom with dirt on it, master gamer and masturbator, Jason Mewes.
Thank you, guys. Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you. I'm going to say, all right, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to go say goodbye to Kev. I'm going to play a little something for you guys like I always do. Hold on here. I'm going to play this. I'm going to put on this, and I'm going to put on, where is it? We're going to get it. We're going to get it. Hold on. Where's my music on? There we go. So let's play this newest one here.